Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bob Stoops app. I'm Brad McMullen, along with Hall of Fame football coach Bob Stoops, who joins us on the phone as he is preparing for yet another successful season in the now UFL. Coach Stoops, how is the defending champs looking so far?
It's great, Brad. Yeah, thanks for putting this together. I'm down in Arlington in my office right now. Just 3 days away from starting our next football season here, 2024, with the Arlington Renegades. So we're the defending XFL champs. And the very first game, noon, right here at Choctaw Stadium in Arlington, we are playing against the Birmingham Stallions, who were their last 2 years have been the defending champs of the USFL. So really fun. The two leagues put together, making the UFL, and the two champs playing the very first game.
It's going to be exciting, must-see TV right there to see two champs go head-to-head in that inaugural game of the UFL. First, talk about the changes on your roster. We know the quarterback is back, which is a big winner for you. Talk about some of the changes on this year's team.
Yeah, the biggest thing I've noticed, Luis Perez, our quarterback, is back, number 12. But the overall talent, when you think of, there were 16 teams, two different leagues, right, of 8 teams. And we lost 4 teams from each of those leagues. So we cut it in half. And then we got to draft the very best players from all those teams that are no longer playing. So think about the talent level has really basically just doubled. So much more talent across the board. It's going to be noticeable to everybody watching the games, the quality of play. And to me, that's the biggest difference. We only probably still have 7 players from a year ago that were on our team, and been able to draft, different players from the teams playing anymore. And so I know that we're not the only team that's more talented and stronger than we were a year ago.
Oh, that's got to be exciting. And talk about the league in general, the growth, obviously the television audience for the championship game. Over 1 million people watched you win that title. All the kids that got the opportunity to go and try out and play in the NFL this season. And then the impact on the league. This week, the NFL owners actually adopted the old XFL kickoff. So that's kind of cool to know that you're actually changing professional football as we know it.
Yeah, it was, I was skeptical when we first started the new kickoff a year ago. But once I saw it in the very first game, I thought, this is fantastic. Instead of, kicking the ball out of the end zone where it's a dead play, or college, they fair catch it most of the time, those kind of things. There's no action. There's guaranteed action. And the safety of the players running down, running 60, 70 yards downfield and having those huge blow-up impact plays that reduces all of that. So it was really good. It was really positive. And so, yeah, this is a platform for our players, for a 10-game season, a playoff, and a championship to demonstrate that they still play at a high level of football, that they still are capable of playing in the NFL. And there'll be a lot of players get an opportunity to go to a camp and have that chance again.
Which is exciting. All right, speaking of the NFL, your son had an amazing year at the University of Oklahoma, leading the Big 12 in receiving as he's preparing for the NFL draft. What can you tell us about how Drake's doing right now?
Yeah, he's just worked really hard, been training at OU with Smitty and his group of guys, and he really had a really good pro day, was really happy with it and all his numbers, and then all the route running and catching the ball. So that all went as positive as it could. And then he's had 3 different teams reach out to him about possibly them meeting with them or him coming to meet them. And so that's positive. So anyway, it's all progressing. And so hopefully he just gets his opportunity.
I'm excited about watching him play on Sunday. He's a great guy, great leader, and most importantly, productive, which is what you need in the NFL. All right, let's talk a little bit about college football. The Oklahoma Sooners will have their spring game here in a few weeks. A lot of excitement around entering the SEC, but there's some people in Vegas that think Oklahoma is going to have a terrible year next year. Coach, what are your thoughts on the Oklahoma Sooners in the 2024 season?
I'm excited about it. I believe they'll have an excellent year. Maybe some of that projection is based on a new quarterback, though I believe our guy Jackson Arnold, and though young, is an incredibly talented guy, and I believe even the bowl game from a year ago, he'll grow from that. And I just believe overall that our quality of coaching, the way we've recruited the last couple of years, that we're going to do a lot better than that, and I really believe we'll have a strong year.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think the key is recruiting, right? You heard Kirby Smart say it over and over again. The number one thing you can do as a football coach is recruit. The number two thing is to not forget number one. And I think Oklahoma has done a great job getting high school talent and finding proven athletes that have played college football to join them through the transfer portal. It leads me to a question. It's a little, and I mean this, it's give or take. The state of college football in general right now, with so many things up in the air on actually who's governing college football, what do you think of the state of college football and what needs to change?
Yeah, I think there's very little governance. I don't know who's keeping track of anything, if at all. The NCAA, I get they put on a great basketball tournament, but what they do with football, I don't know what they do anything. So I just really believe overall college football has become a pro model. And if it's going to be a pro model, can you imagine the NCAA governing pro ball, the NFL?
No.
You got to have a
commissioner.
You got to have owners or a group of however many that are going to help that commissioner in making decisions. Like the NFL just had all their meetings and they run their league. And anymore, I could see, college football working its way to that at some point. And that, in my eyes, the sooner the better.
All right, Coach, last thing I'm going to talk to you about. Mr. Baker Mayfield became a wealthier man since the last time we talked, signing his $100 million extension with Tampa Bay. Your thoughts on Baker Mayfield and his incredible 2023-24 campaign?
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I think it's fantastic. He had an incredible year, a great year in winning and performing at a high level. And everyone you hear talks from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, talks about what a leader he is, what about the guy on the field, in the locker room, around that. He's a motivator. He's a tough guy that's going to win. And, and he finally found a team that gave him a good opportunity. And I love it that now that he's found a home and a team that appreciates the character and the toughness and how hard he plays. And in the level that he plays at. So it doesn't surprise me. I've always felt give Baker half a chance and with any kind of quality around him, and he's going to perform at a higher level. And so anyway, it doesn't surprise me at all. And fortunately, he found somebody that really appreciates the way he plays.
And again, the numbers don't lie. The way he finished the year, being a Pro Bowl quarterback, and how great is it going to be for the guy to actually have some consistency going into the offseason?
Not have a different head coach and a different offensive coordinator every other year. So, no question that makes a difference as well. And he's overcome a lot, but he's shown his true colors this year.
Amen. Proud of Baker Mayfield. Congratulations again on the new contract. Want to wish everybody a happy Easter. Go up and, of course, or go down, if you will, if you're in Oklahoma City, to watch the Renegades start off the 2024 campaign and root on Coach Stoops. Coach, happy Easter to you and your family.
Happy Easter to everybody out there.
All right, God bless. For Coach Stoops, I'm Brad McMullen saying so long, everybody, and happy Easter to you and your family.